Hello people of the world, MK is back for another Borderlands 2 video. This one's going to be a little bit different. I'm not going to be doing any loot runs, playthroughs, or anything like that. I'm going to be doing like a weakest to strongest action skill between all 6 characters from 6 to 1. Here's how I'm going to do this. I'm not going to go by, because I'm just going straight for the action skill. So the first thing you get when you turn level 5 and blah blah blah. So, in turn, I'm not counting other skills and skill trees. I am not counting weapon specialties. I am not counting combos for skills. And in turn, we will go along with say their strengths, weaknesses, and some of their flaws. I guess that counts as weaknesses. All right. Before we start the video before we start all the hating, okay? There are characters out there. I have played all but 2 characters fully. I never touched Axton, and I barely touched Krieg. So do I know do I know those skills work? Yes. Do I know how good their skills are? Let me turn my mic down though. Do I worry about the skill trees? I'm not worried about that. And I know what some of them are, because a friend of mine actually got Axton done, and a friend of mine actually tried to get Krieg done. Alright, and I'm gonna say that I'm gonna say the character I don't like the most is Krieg, because, well, everything that happens with him is kind of bizarre, but his design's cool. I think his aesthetic's a little interesting. Axton's a bit bland, but Krieg's my least favorite character. Doesn't mean his skill is the weakest. I'm not putting my opinions into this. But I'm just going opinion on their action skills, not their appearance, backstory, or anything. So number 6, I'm gonna have to go with Zero's Deception. Reason why I say this, because Deception. Okay, every single time I do this, I'm gonna say what the skill does. You throw out a hologram and it lasts for 5 seconds. This will allow you to get a quick getaway or do a slash in the back. And if you go into combos of skills, but we're not going there. So if someone like commenting, oh, but you keep going to do this, and you can use Deception, use the kunai, and then you go into the back and you backstab. No, I'm not counting that. I'm just counting the skill in general. You can get a quick getaway or get a good melee attack in. First, there's no increased damage on anything. It just summons a hologram for 5 seconds and it disappears. That to me, with just ripping all the skills apart of it, makes it useless. The thing that makes Zero work is his skills. His skills add on, of course, all skills out of the action skill, but Zero mainly relies heavily on his. Of course, you have Axton with how good he is with ARs. Maya is elemental, same with Gaige a little bit, and Salvador's just insane. And Krieg is all melee and shotgun. We have Zero with the of course he's melee and snipers. But you have the problem is that his deception skill heavily relies on the middle skill tree and the melee, if you want to go with the insane hit and the kunai. Of course, a lot of them rely heavily on skills too. But all of them actually rely heavily on skills. So if you go like comments like, oh, you gotta hate on Zero Deception, no. I'm going back and saying that all of them heavily rely on skills. And some of them have a lot of downsides to them. And we go with Zero. This one is interesting. It's easy for PvP, but it's also easy to be seen if you're moving. And you constantly move when you're still, so it's not smart. And is it good for get good? Yes. But at the same time, you're more prioritized on mailing them in the back with other skills. Again, we're not counting that. And if you shoot, you loot, your skill ends, and then you end up getting the buffs for your skill when you mess it up. But we're not going into that either. That's why I put it in the last spot. It's because of that reason alone. And I'm going to close Chrome. That's great, so my computer a good amount. Alright, now we go into number 5, which honestly I've been really debating on which one it is. Because at first it was supposed to be a tie between Krieg and Axton. But honestly, I'm gonna say that's Axton. It might, throughout the list, I might change it. The reason why I say Axton, sure he summons a Sabre turret, lasts what, maybe 20 seconds. I'm not sure if it can turn 360 degrees off the bat. Has one or two barrels, and it can fire enemies. It's not bad, but again, all action skills rely heavily on skills, on other skills and skill trees. So if we're going on that, we're not going to that. And of course, it's that. And you can also there are other skills that don't add on to the action skill, but we won't go into other skills either because it contracts with everything, and we're just going for action skills. I know I'm just rambling on talking about the same thing over and over and over again, but I'm trying to make a point. Yeah, Axton, he's honestly a balanced character from what I've seen. He's not too health heavy. He's heavily reliant on the turret. He's somewhat of a team player, and the turret does help it a little bit. Other than that, the turret is kind of bland because it's technically a remake of Roland's turret, and Roland's turret was actually better than the Sabre turret. The reason why I say that is because sure it was also slow, but it automatically generated a shield that you can crouch behind and you can survive some damage. That's good. Over time you can, and then Roland was the huge team player in that. We're not going to go into all the added skills. I'm just comparing the actual turrets, and the Sabre turret is weaker than the Scorpion turret. The Scorpion turret has a longer cooldown. I will say that it's like a minute cooldown, while the Scorpio's got like a 42 second. No, Sabre turret. It's 42 seconds. Scorpio's got a minute. It's around close to a minute. And there's a reason for that, because how stupidly broke it is. Just out the bat. Oh yeah, some of my turret can crouch behind it and can still shoot you. Sure, the shield deteriorates after a good amount of damage, but the turret can still fire at you. And you can still fire at people. Anywho. Alright. Number 3. No, that English is number 4. I'm gonna go with Krieg. Krieg is not bad of a character. I will say this. Okay, we go into the skill. I don't know the cooldown time, I just know he pulls out his bustle axe, gains a good amount of melee damage increase, and can also throw it. This is good. This is basically what a psycho is. It kind of adds into it. I'm not saying I hate Krieg. I just think his designs I love his lines because they crack me up. And but over time it's gotten annoying because a friend of mine played him and he won't shut up about it. He still doesn't shut up about it. And he isn't gonna play this game anymore, by the way. So I'm just rambling on that. But yeah, his skill is not that bad. But there are some points where I think if you throw I'm not sure if it's infinite, but I'm pretty sure it is. You can constantly throw it, and then after time it's done. Of course, not going into skills because some of them enhance you, some of them actually hinder you. And this also leaves you without a gun. So you can't really, because he's supposed to be a shotgun specialist. And sure, you can have an explosive, but yeah, we're not going into that. And I think he does get a speed increase, but I might be wrong on that. I might have to go back and check. And I'll probably put it in the description if he does get a speed increase. Anywho, I just put him because he's not in the worst category. He's more in the meh. Because it's like a tiers, like the bottom, 5 and 6 are the worst, 4 and 3 are 2 and 1 are the best. So it's like that. He's not bad of a character. I wouldn't recommend him, to be honest, because he doesn't get that much health. He doesn't get that many health skills and blah blah blah. But of course, I can go into that because it'll ruin everything. But honestly, same with Zero's, even the worst with health. But anyway, we'll go back to that. Even though I did, but anyway, let's just continue. Number 3, I'm gonna say Maya. Reason why I like Maya. She's the team player of this game. She's really good. she's rather well balanced, despite her class mods saying otherwise. Her elemental's good. Of course, we can't go into all that. I'm just complimenting, because I can compliment all these characters all I want. And say some negatives. Let's look at her skills. Phaselock. Locks an enemy for around 5... traps one enemy for about 5 seconds. They can't do anything. They're stuck in a ball in the sky. Allows you to shoot at them, and your teammates to shoot at them. And you can easily walk up to the head and get a critical hit easily, depending on what you capture, by the way. So results may vary. This is good. This can like get a getaway, get some distance between the enemy, or if it's the last one, like let's say a badass, and you're trying to kill it, like if you're doing the legendary loot midget hunting and you're trying to kill the super badass, you can Phaselock it, get a powerful shotgun and keep shooting it right in one of its crit hits, one of its critical areas, and do massive damage. But there's also a downside to this. It has a size / weight limit to it. It can't lock certain enemies. It can't lock constructors or anything bigger. So threshers are a no-go. Surprisingly, the super badass loader is a go, which is weird. Bloodwings and any boss that's large is a no-go. So anyone that's, let's see, yeah, anyone that's like after Bloodwing is a no-go, because there's no boss between that and what was it? I'm trying to think to everything. Okay. Okay, so we got I don't think there really is a boss between that and Bloodwing. No. There isn't. Oh wait, Wilhelm. Oh yeah, I forgot about him. Down. Yeah. I completely forgot about that, but I was farming him for like hours to level up. Or days. To level up my sire to 42. Anywho. I completely forgot about him. Yeah, anything that's like Wilhelm or higher, you can't Phaselock. I think you can Phaselock Jack, but I'm not sure. Anything that's like big, you can't Phaselock, it'll just deal some damage. Sadly, that's kind of how it works, and it still costs a skill. That's a major negative to the Phaselock. Is it good? Yes. Is it the best? No. And I spent like 3 or 4 minutes rambling about it. I'm just spend like a minute talking, thinking of bosses. Anywho, number 2, I would have to say Gunzerking from Salvador. Here's how this is gonna work. He's busted. He is the most broken character in the game. And my freaking Elgato's fucking up. Great. Reason. Actually, I can't go into skills, because if I did, then it would be stupid. So you're just gonna have to deal with the freezing of the game. It's really stupid, because I think it's the heat, but I could be wrong. So if it's unsynced, just go with it. Okay, Gunzerking allows you to duel with weapons. Doesn't matter what. It regenerates 50% of your health and regenerates ammo that's not rockets. This is good, especially the combos you can do with weapons. I can't go into weapons since it doesn't count the skills. But it also doesn't count the combos, so I'm just going to say 1. Just like I said with Krieg with shotguns, 0 with snipers and melee, and then yeah, freaking action. SR flows and SMGs, you can do. I'm just gonna go with a basic combo. That's the Uncanny Herald and the Grog nozzle. Just that alone decimates enemies even without money shot and anything like that. That's still a terrifying attack, just by itself without any buffs from any of his skills. Because I'm pretty sure if you can just drain the skill trees, you can still probably kill a decent amount of bosses with just Gunzerking. It'll take a while longer, but I'm pretty sure you can do it. It's not invincible, so no, that's impossible. Unless you actually planned everything and can last hours. Yeah. Sadly, he's the shortest of the group, that's also a problem. But the negative is that it doesn't regain rockets. And we can't go into combos with shields and everything. Because that will go into Logan's gun, that will go into Sham, and will be a clusterfuck. But pistols, I get the combo. It's just again, not regenerating rockets is a big negative to Salvador. If he could generate rockets, he would probably be nerfed considerably and not allowed to do that in the first place. And it probably was at first, but I'm pretty sure I doubt it. And you can see from the process of elimination, you can see what number 1 is, and that's Gaige. God. Gaige. The Mechamancer and Deathtrap. I'm not putting her number 1 because she's my favorite character. I'm saying because Deathtrap is honestly more broken than Gunzerking. Without the buffs. Reason. You summon, it's got like it's got a 45 to 6 minute to a minute cooldown for Deathtrap. Makes sense because how stupid it is. You summon Deathtrap, he attacks with freaking Digistruct claws at enemies, can deal some damage, and can float through the world. He can just walk face through a mountain. That's not even a skill. It's just something that can happen. He can literally just go underground and just fight something. Like one time I was seeing him shoot lasers through the ground at an enemy and he killed it. Also, by the way, before I continue everything on the Gaige, and that scared the shit out of me. I only skill I'm allowed to actually talk about for that's actually going with the action skill is one that allows Salvador to use the skill while he's and fight for your life, because I'm not sure if the Sabre turn disappears, the Phaselock disappears. Krieg does his thing. Like, he's the only one that can actually use the skill when he's in fight for your life without going into it. And here, Deathtrap remains that when you go down, he can revive you if you're down. That's good in itself. You're down, you're fighting, let's say, Bloodwing. Bloodwing's about to die. You summoned Deathtrap and you get down. Deathtrap deals 2 hits and kills him. You get revived and possibly a level up. That's really damn good. And of course I won't go into skills because I don't know all the combos you can do with other characters. Everyone has their own play style. I have my certain play styles. Like with Salvador, I just try to be unstoppable as fuck. And just be an insane dumbass. Maya, I'm just trying to be a supportive healer. Zero, I don't know what I did for Zero. I kinda fucked up his file though, to be honest. Wish I didn't. He was my first character. I thought it was cool. It still is kinda cool, but him speaking haiku is exotic, but it also kinda irks me a bit. Anyway, that's going into personal preference. Yeah, Gaige, best action skill. Really, really terrifying on just Deathtrap alone. And of course, won't go into other skills. Yeah, so I want to be fair, because people will be raging, oh, you said all this about Deathtrap, and everyone else had like basic information. Yeah, that would be unfair. And downside to Deathtrap, he does have a certain amount of health, which is smart. Makes him more balanced, because if he didn't, then he'd be stupidly broke, and Gaige would have to be nerfed considerably. That, and also it takes time for Deathtrap to get a kill, because your little banishing buffs do not apply to him, so it doesn't increase the damage as well. You have to go through the other skills to increase his damage. And I think he increases from the levels, but I could be wrong on that. Anyway, Deathtrap, everything with around that is interesting. And I unplugged mine. Yes, I did. Didn't even notice. Anyway, Yeah, another problem with Deathtrap. What's not a problem with Deathtrap? Oh yeah, he can face you to the ground, and it can actually irritate you. And whenever you're done with all the enemies, oh, now here's a good problem with him. You're trying to farm Vermi, and he kills everything in sight. And you're on the ultimate badass market. That's just now turning the Vermi, and it kills the pod. That's a problem because he does kill mobs that you're trying to farm. That is one problem with him because he either dies or he goes away from a set time. This kind of backfires. Well, dying from normal is fine, but the time limit is kind of bad, especially if you're trying to farm for certain things. And you actually got to keep them alive to do it. This is a problem with Deathtrap. That's why you have to just get rid of them before it even starts. That's easily avoidable, but if you're literally going to die, if you have 4 people and you're surrounded by markets, you would probably do it. I did it once. Well, I didn't even get the super badass because I wasn't even caring at the time. But anyway, that's one of the negatives of Deathtrap. All these characters have a negative. With Krieg is that he gets almost a spread range because it's a direct hit when he does. Axton is that it doesn't. Sabre turns weak is an inferior turret. Zero is actually skill to distract enemies. Maya because it just stops one enemy and all the enemies around you can still hurt you. And it can get bigger enemies. I forgot about the other part. For the beginning, the enemies can still attack you. But if you don't have the skills, you drown them, blah blah blah. Salvador because you can't regenerate rocket ammo. And you can actually run that build pretty quick, depending on what guns you're using. But that's also going to be specific. Gaige that Deathtrap can end your pretty much farming. And Deathtrap likes to run away sometimes too, going after enemies. Like he went after Iraq, and I didn't see him again in one game, which was weird until I summoned him. But anyway, that's just going on one of the experience I had. Let me know in the comments what your order is. Of course, I will just go the order again. 0, Axton, Krieg, Maya, Salvador, and then Gaige. That's my order. Let me know what your order is in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. I took a little longer than I thought it would on this. I thought it was gonna be done within like 10 minutes, but I ended up rambling about about all the characters and all the negatives and stuff. Anyway, but I wanted to go into detail a little bit. I don't know how. I will say this: I don't know how. What was it called? Phaselock, Rampage, and Gunzerking last. So I could be wrong. I know Deathtrap lasts around 15 to 25 seconds. Because Gaige is the first character I got to level 72 legitly. But that's not with power leveling at all. I got Salvador there. I don't regret it. Axton, I have no idea since I don't use them. But I'm pretty sure it's around 15 to 25 seconds. Because I want to be more than 30, because that'll be ridiculous. That's not any skills, but I guess I'm not going into those. Anyway, of course, I'm rambling on again, delaying the video. Alright, thank you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe for future content. I'll be doing more videos over summer, do more uploading, do more streams. I will be going to summer school, do all that. Because I gotta do some of that stuff. Thank you guys.